Hello, my name is LesPaul Buchko and I am the owner of Sudseys Power Washing LLC in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Today we're doing a window cleaning job, a gutter cleaning job, and a partial house wash to prepare the front entrance for the holidays. Now let's take a walk around this beautiful property and see what we're getting into today. As you can see behind me, there are some giant oak trees and pine trees, and that is the main culprit for clogged gutters because the pine needles get into the screens that filter out the leaves, but also the oak leaves just absolutely cram the gutters shut with leaves, debris, dirt, and sometimes algae starts growing. So it's imperative to have your gutters checked out every year, or at least every 2 years, if there's not many trees around your property. But if you have a property like this one, with all the pine trees and all the oak trees, probably every year. Now I've been talking long enough, so let's get to work. Alright, as you can see, the leaves are still blowing down. It's very windy, and there's actually leaves back over where I just cleaned. But the important thing is the downspouts are unplugged, and there was actually mounds of dirt covering the downspouts. So what happens is leaves and trees let off dirt fertilizer. Well, that goes in your gutters and it plugs up the holes. So that's why, like I was saying before, it's imperative to have your gutters clean, because these gutters were not active. They were not being used. The water was just rolling off the roof. As you can see, this roof is flat, which is why I'm able to clean this so effectively. But if you don't take care of your gutters, things are going to start leaking, and they could probably fall off if they get too heavy. But let's take a look at the gutters and see how I did. Alright, in my book, these gutters are cleaned out. There's actually 2 sets of gutters. You can see some of the leaves that blew back in from the trees already. But they're cleaned out, they're functioning, and they're ready to work again. We have some rain coming in next week with a little bit of ice and snow. So these gutters will work because it's still going to be warm enough for the snow to melt. So there's that first set of gutters all cleaned out and ready to go. I'm just going to finish up these other ones real quick, and that's kind of what it looked like before. This is the opposite side of the home. Underneath looks like an oak and a cherry, and here's what it's going to look like now. This customer stated that they're going to be getting a new rubber roof next year, but this is what you have to watch out for with roofs, is stuff like that. That's a downspout right there, but it's all boogered up from the roof stretching and the buildup of garbage in the gutters. That's why it's imperative to clean your gutters. Because it just protects your home. And coming down here, you can see that there isn't much of a slope to this gutter. Now, and it's all wavy and it looks like a mountain range. Water's just going to build up in there, and the water goes to the path of least resistance. So if there's a pinhole in that rubber, I guarantee you there's going to be a leak. And coming down here, you can see the leaves are already blowing back all over the place. This gutter is all cleaned out. There's your downspout. It's all open. And I checked it to make sure it wasn't plugged up. But you can see all the mud residue from there being just dirt. I mean, that's about probably 2 big spade shovelfuls of dirt. So all these leaves and like dirt and compost looking materials, what I mean, that was built up in the gutters from just leaves decomposing over many years. But after seeing just how 2/3 of this house, all the leaves and dirt we got out of the gutters, that's why it's nice to have a full service company like Sudseys Power Washing in your contact list. We can take care of this for you. This customer is going to need their gutters cleaned out probably at least twice a year because of all them trees, but unless they get taken out. But hiring someone to do service for you is a lot cheaper than replacing gutters, roofs, siding, rotten boards. So give us a call, 814-241-4644 if you need a service company to keep after your home for you. We do cleaning, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, pretty much anything cleaning for your home we can help you out with. We have one more set of gutters to do, and then we'll clean up the front of the house where you saw the dirt was splattered from the homeowner trying to do this themselves. And then we'll do the windows and be out of here for today. Alright, so I'm all done with the gutters, and that last one got a little dirty because the water was not draining. But so you can actually see here what we got going on. And one of the reasons why it was called, because the homeowner got dirt from splattering here, but now I understand why. Because this water does not drain. So what it's doing is overflowing into the gutter down below it. So what we're going to do now is go through and clean the front area, the front facade of the house, and then go from there. Then if I made any messes along the way, I'll clean them up quick. But then I also wanted to show that how bad these trees really are, that especially this oak right here. This was the first gutter I cleaned. And you can see it's like I wasn't here. So while I'm here, I'm going to go through and blow this quick. You gotta switch hands. Alright, so let's take care of that little trouble spot right up there, get the power washer out and hooked up, fire it up, and then we can move on to the windows after we're done with the power washing. Okay, so it's very rare when I actually have to hand scrub a house like that. That dirt's been baked on there for a while, and you could see here that clearly the area on the roof where I was working is clean, and then you can see the dirt line where I need to scrub yet. Whenever stuff like that happens and you feel that your house needs cleaned and you got build up of dirt, you need to get that off or call maybe Sudseys to get it off, because what's going to happen is eventually that dirt's going to bake into the paint and it's going to ruin the siding, paint. If this was vinyl, it would stain because of the sun bleaching. You'll have a clean, or a spot that looks brand new and a spot that looks old and faded. You want stuff to wear evenly on your home. So you want to make sure that the dirt is cleaned off here, because it'll fade into a brown, milky, chocolate milk color that you don't want in your house. It'll be ruined. So if you get dirt in your house, even after I wash it, if you see dirt, either call me and I'll come write you a new estimate for a touch-up, or just take a paper towel or something, just wipe it. Obviously, if you can't get up on your roof, don't do that. But something similar, like if it was down low, like on a first-story window, that's whenever you'd want to make sure you get it off, because then you're just protecting your assets. Alright, as you just saw, this area up here is now clean. We are ready to move on to window washing, so enjoy this little time lapse of me cleaning all the windows on this property. There's about 35 of them. Alright, I'm all done. Got the windows done, got the gutters cleaned, and got all that dirt off the front door area. So let's take one last look around before we get going. So, to recap, there was a bunch of dirt up top there that I got down for them. They're planning on doing a lot of landscaping and kind of construction garage building, so it's not worth them doing a full house wash yet. But they're all cleaned up for the holidays. Those windows look great, nice and shiny and new. Nice and shiny. These windows are probably 30 years old, so on some of them there is a little bit of frosting, which is pretty normal. Neighbors out cutting grass, but a lot of sliding glass doors, which is beautiful in a house. I never really realized how nice that was. Some more clean windows. Clean screen door here. It looks like someone had a dog at some point that was clawing at that door. Coming around back. Nice, clean, shiny doors all the way around. It's like mirrors. And then a couple more for you. This is a beautiful property. They put a lot of work into it. And those ones up there are a little tricky to get to. But remember, there was 2 sets of gutters on this house that we cleaned out fully. There was like an internal set and an external set. So that's all taken care of. So that about wraps things up for today. Today's a very productive day. We got a bunch of stuff clean. And I hope that you guys got a good glimpse of what goes into doing, I shouldn't say house washing, but a little cleanup on the siding, a huge window job, and a pretty extensive gutter clean out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and Facebook to learn what we're doing with the company and how we're growing and developing and serving the Johnstown area. So if you have any questions, give me a call at 814-241-4644 or reach out via our website or email us at Sudseys Power Washing LLC @gmail.com. Thank you and have a great day.